Uh, so, this is how you roll, huh? Just robbing, cheating, stealing, destroying everything. You are so pathetic. And you thought you were a gangster, huh? Let me tell you something. God's chosen is the biggest gangster ever. It's just that he has never looked at it in that way. He was so busy just spreading goodness around, you know. Now, I'm gonna show you how gangster I am, says the chosen one, after he awakens. Guys, today I want to talk about how to resist the devil so that he flees from you. My God, look, I'm like suffocated by this plant. Oh, hello, beautiful people. My name is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Eagle. What is the meaning of the word when people say, resist the devil so that he flees from you? You know, now that I understand this word, it means something completely different to me than it did before. Seriously speaking, there was a time I was in religion, you know, for a little while, and during that time, what was preached to me was that I should completely like remove that kind of thing from my environment, which was useful. But then my lust, especially, even doubled up. If you know what I'm saying. What I'm really saying, guys, is that, especially when it comes to these things of the matrix or this like low frequency energies, if you don't come face to face and battle it, then these things, guys, will continue to run your life. You know what I mean? Now, to resist the devil so that it flees basically means, guys, is that you're able to overcome these frequencies by rising above and flying just like eagles, as you should. You know? Now, as explained in many of my videos, is that, guys, all we are is that we are vessels, both for for the positive and negative energies to be expressed through us. Depending on the kind of wolf you feed, one will override the other. Now, once you begin your journey of awakening to be born again, one of the things you're gonna notice is that most people in this world, guys, operate in a negative energy. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for you to win this, guys, you have to come head to head, battle, and win. That's what I mean by the reason why religion is not the way, guys, is that instead of dealing with the real issues internally, the focus outwardly. In fact, this is the reason why women have a disgust for this nice guys and church guys. You know, it's like somebody that represses his feelings within them so that this feeling becomes so overwhelming and it runs their life. You know what I mean? Now, the biggest way, the best way to resist this, guys, is to gain awareness. Once you gain awareness, you see how things work. You think you become, you even have an awareness of yourself that you have a chance, guys, to really resist the devil so that he can flee from you. Now, let's get down to the points. Today, I'm on a complex kind of content, if you know what I'm saying. All right. Now, what is the first way to resist the devil so that he can flee from you? The first one, guys, is to continuously work on raising your vibration. This is an energetic world, guys. You know. Now, for myself, I've created a routine, especially in the mornings, that helps me raise my vibration. You know. Now, the more I do this, the more I see that, like, the frequencies or the lower frequencies are not able to invade me as much. But I noticed that on the days I don't do these routines and rituals that I normally do, you know, I see the difference when I'm out there operating in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Have you noticed that when you're feeling so good within yourself, when your vibration is rising, like, is high, there's people, the devil's chosen, who operate on a negative energy, are not able to face you. That is because they're not able to operate around a high vibrational being. Now, part of the reason why eagles are so important to me and why I love them so much is the character. One of the characters, or one of the ways they do what they do, is that when they fight with the snake, especially an eagle, he comes from the sky and it scoops up the snakes and lifts it up in the air. When he does this, the snake has no stamina. Do you see what I'm saying? Every time your vibration is low, guys, you have an open door for you to be manipulated, cheated, and used. You know what I'm saying? But if you continue to raise your vibration, there's frequencies have no chance on you. I want to expand on this issue of lust, really. Do you realize how in our society, modern day society, lust is everywhere? In fact, it's the biggest weapon that is used in order for them to gain access to you so that you can lower your vibration. This lust situation goes deeper. It goes deeper than sex itself, actually, as a frequency. Once this lust enters you, you begin to want things outside of you. The reason why lust is so effective, guys, is that you take the focus from yourself and put it outside yourself. Do you notice, like, if you begin to lust, if you're a man and you begin to lust after a woman, you begin to forget how even good looking you are, even. You know what I'm saying? You begin to forget how capable you are, really. Especially if that woman resists you, you even begin to doubt your entire manhood. You see how effective that is? Now, the more you operate in this frequency, the more you do things like that in every area of your life. Now you begin to want things outside of you. You begin to chase money, which is very common in our society. In fact, one of my joys of awakening, oh, let me live this plan, is that, man, when I realized that my lust was like really decreasing, especially during my ascension, and when it was all done, I did not see women in a lustful way as much, even though it wasn't completely gone back then. Even still now, I'm still in the process, but most of it is gone. It's so liberating, really. You know what I mean? Now, the way around this lust frequency, guys, it's just like anything. You have to train yourself, discipline yourself. You know, what am I talking about? I'm talking about monk mode. What am I talking about? I'm talking about abstinence. What am I talking about? I'm talking about staying close to God. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by you have to come face to face with it. Now I'm at a point where I cannot believe I'm saying this. Especially in my 20s, I was so like, especially around the women that I wanted. Yeah, but nowadays, I just see women as another individual. You see what I'm saying? The more you heal, especially from your trauma. Oh yeah, that's another thing, guys. I should have included, but let me include it in this last point. And that is, guys, the devil feeds off your trauma. Oh wait, this is an important thing, really. Now, the more trauma you face, the more your door is open to be invaded. And don't think like this is a bad thing, like you're a sinner, you don't. Nah, guys, you're a human. And let me tell you something. You're here to overcome these things. You know what I mean? One of the things I realized actually after my awakening is that, guys, we all here in this life just figuring out things, trying things, failing, getting back on there. If you are a person who have a lot of traumatic experience in your life, don't for a second think like your fault, you're a bad person. You're simply reacting to things that happen to you. You know what I mean? And the more you stay strong on this thing, the more you overcome them. And then the more you even realize, oh wow, God was using me in this, and like God is teaching me things, really, you say. You know what I mean? Now, the more trauma you got, the more you're weak. I would say it's a good thing, guys, to commit yourself into like healing yourself. Go on that journey. I did, and it was the best thing I ever did, really. Yeah, let me just leave it there. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Until your next video, God bless and take care. Bye.